Hello guys, welcome to another tutorial of the MySQL administration, but we're not going to be monitoring doing any administration of the MySQL, but what we are here for is that we are here related to the PMM. So Percona PMM is a monitoring solution, and we are here to work on the alerting part. We have already configured like how we can configure alert manage the PMM and how we can use that alert and how we can contact points. If you want to see that, you can see other previous videos. Today we are going to work on the PMM3 uh, and how we can use the alert manager tool. You can use the aim alert manager tool with the PMM2 version as well and the PMM3 as well, but currently I have installed PMM3, so that's why I'm going to use the PMM. So first of all, let me just tell you that what is PMM uh, alerting. So what alerting is that we just PMM provides you like alerting templates. From that you can just configure once you have all your database services in the PMM or your OS or any Kubernetes clusters or anything, any external server which has quarter figured, so it can just have matrices on the PMM, and then based on those matrices you can generate any kind of alert. So PMM is a great tool for alerting, but the drawback here is that until now in the PMM, we don't have a CLI tool from which we can use, and just we can manage our alerting. Like any CLI tool, like for adding silences to the alert or cron job. If we add it in cron job and for some specific time we want to downtime our alert for any like patching, we want to do that. We don't want to come to the GUI every time and just do the silences. Okay, so if you want to silence any alert from GUI, you can come and you can just add any silence here, but this is something we don't want to do. We only want to use any CLI tool which we can use, and we can add the time times. So for that we have like alert manager, uh, which provides us a CLI tool, which we call it the AM tool. Okay, so that AM tool we need to integrate with our PMM, and through that we are going to use this tool we are going to use, and then we will be able to install it. So this is pretty simple. Okay, it's not a big deal. So the thing is that alert manager require access to your uh, alert manager here in this. Okay, which is in alert manager in here. If you just click on this link, so this is where your PMM want to access. So it's like here, and that's Grafana alerting alert, that's it. So you need to provide this access, and then uh, this URL is required, and then what you need is that an API key. Okay, if you are using the 2.4 or the PMM2, else in PMM3 the API key has been replaced with the service account. Okay, so you need to have a service account. Okay, and then using that service account you will need to generate a service token, and that token you can use. So before going into that, let's install the alert aim tool. So I already installed it. I'm just going to show you like how you can do that. So before that, what you need to do is that you must have a Go version above 1.24. Okay, so if you don't have that, what you can do is that you can just go to Go, okay, website, download and install. You can just go to like manage Go installation, come here, this link, and you can just go to download page. So whatever version you are using, you can just download this. Just copy link this one, and just with wget you can do that. Okay, so I've already installed it. uh, how you can do the installation once you download that. Okay, come back here. So if you already have a older version, okay, this is gonna delete that. Okay, so that's it. You just execute this command. Okay, for the sake of the knowledge I will just execute it again. I already have a Go version, but I'm gonna do that. So it says already has no such file directory, I think. I already have it, so that's why I guess can so mine is this one, that's why I have a different file. Okay. So this is what it's gonna do, nothing else. So, and because you might not have this path in your bash, okay, so what you can do is that I have already set .rc go. You have to put this path, and then what you need to do is the source dot bash rc. That's it. And then once you do that, this is the first requirement for installation of your aim tool. So once you install the aim tool, you just need to visit. That's it. So because the aim tool is going to be installed in this directory here, if you go to c dot h, it's get installed here. Okay, so you must have this in your bash. So if you see here, I already have it. Okay, so then if you do aim tool dash dash version, that's how you install it. Help you have that. Okay, so by default what aim tool does is that it needs, as I told you, this URL. Okay, this URL is required. Okay, and then it needs the authorization to the PMM which you already have. So it creates, by default the aim tool looks for configuration in this directory. Okay, ls, and these are the two files which will have, one of them will have HTTPS configuration for the URL. Okay, this one which I have, where my PMM is running. It can be any. Okay, as long as it doesn't have to be the local host, but currently because I'm using local host, so that's why I'm going to be using the local host. But you can use the AM tool from anywhere. Okay, as long as you can just provide the access to the PMM admin server, and the IP, you can just put the IP colon port, and then you can access using the AM tool anywhere. So these two files we need to do. So for that, I'm gonna come to the PMM, okay, and administration. I'm gonna come to service accounts, okay, and then here I'm gonna create a service account which is gonna be PMM. I'm gonna create an admin. You can create any username, and then we need to come to add service token. Okay, I'm just here gonna tag service token PMM, create a token. I'm just gonna copy it here, and one of the file cat config.yaml pi, so this one http. Okay, so I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna put it here. Oh, sorry. So go here. Okay, so this is the file I need to have, and the rest because I need to put this file. Okay, actually PMM comes to, take this configuration file, and inside he will check this one, and then for the authentication he is gonna check this file. Okay, so that's how the PMM is gonna access the alert manager. So now we have all set. If I do am tool alert dash dash help, okay, you will see that what I can do. So what I can do is that am tool alert query. So if you see here, my SQL restarted. Currently what I have is that I have one of the alert active, so I added the MySQL. So if you see here, this one, okay, this one is active. What the alert does here is that I've just created this alert. It's already there, but based on that, so it is like if the MySQL uptime is greater than this value, so I've added a huge value. Obviously you might be giving only like 120 seconds or 4 or 3 minutes to just let this alert get triggered, but I have added a extra value, so I can just tell you like how the it's going to look when you query the am tool. Okay, so that's the am tool query. Okay, but now it's just telling me that this is alert. Okay, and if I want to add some downtime, let's say not downtime, but I want to silence this alert. Okay, so how we can do that is that it's simple. Okay, so here You can just put, let's say, MySQL restarted. This is the alert name. Okay, and if you want, you can put like the node name as well. Okay, but currently I'm just adding the alert name. So I would just, what I'm doing here is that silence add duration, and this, that's it, and some comment and the alert name. What is the alert name? So you can do that. So it's already added here. Okay, and what happened? Post line. Okay, let's see. Let's go to the silences, and if you see here, uh, this silence has been added. Okay, so the alert will not fire anymore. Very selective, but it's silence. Okay, one I added it in 32. Yeah, so we have added it here. Okay, so this is the alert I have added. Sorry, the downtime, you can say, and that's it. So, and one more thing I want to do is that uh, silence. Okay, uh, I want to remove the silence now. Silence query. Okay, so this is one of the silence I added. So if I want to expire it, so I will just do expire and put this ID. And now if you go to here, okay, so that silence has been removed. Okay, here, come here. So this here. So if you go to alert rules, it's still active, but it was added as silence. And if I want to silence it again, something like that, to just put silence. So that, how does it look? No, not work. Added, but not putting the silence to it. Yes, it is working. It's just throwing this amtool post silence error. This always does. And if I go to fire alert, it didn't silent this one. Why is that? They should become gray. Alert name. Let's do from fire alert. Alert name. Yes. Okay. Do this is the alert. Want to command. Now come here. Service name is added, because if I do it from here, see that it's become like this. Somehow it's not doing it from CLI. Let me pause the video. Alert rule putting was wrong. Okay, so if you see here, I did some tests, and here if you see here, my alert name was my started, but then I closely looked here. This has something like this as well. Maybe when I'm getting this alert, that. So now if you see here, I executed the command again with something like this. Okay, so now now it is working fine. So yeah, that's it, man. This is all about the PMM alert. So just make sure you are using the correct whatever you are using. You should be using the correct one. So if you want to, let's say, uh, silence query, okay, and you want to remove any of the silence, so just silence expire, and obviously you have to do it one by one. So if I remove this one, which is this, the actual alert, and you will see that my alert after refresh gonna come back. That's how it works. So if I put the silence again with the exact command, which is this one, the exact alert name, and then if I refresh, it's gonna go. So that's how it works. So that's it, guys.